Good morning everyone. Today we are going to the reaction of the alpha hydrogens. Last day we have discussed about the oxidation and reduction of the aldehydes and ketone. We are going to discuss about the reaction of the alpha hydrogen, and these are the reaction of alpha hydrogens are generally the aldol condensation. What is the aldol condensation and what is the reaction for the aldol condensation? The aldol condensation runs only in the presence of the alpha hydrogen. Then the first question, what is the alpha hydrogen? In this compound, the hydrogen on the next to the functional group, the carbon next to the functional group, whatever the hydrogen is carried by that carbon, that will be called the alpha hydrogen. यानी फंक्शनल ग्रुप के जस्ट बाद वाले कार्बन पे जो भी हाइड्रोजन होता है, that is called the alpha hydrogen. And if a system is containing the alpha hydrogen, only then it can give the aldol condensation. Otherwise, it is not capable to give the aldol condensation. So the first condition for the aldol condensation, there must be presence of the alpha hydrogen. The reaction runs in the presence of the dilute NaOH, that is the dilute caustic, you can see, and the reaction is just a condensation. Here we are going to see the reaction. In this reaction, when you will see, this is the first aldehyde reacting with another one. The aldehyde and ketone both can take part in this type of reaction. What happens in the process of condensation? The addition will take place on the unsaturated part of the compound, that is the C-double-bond-O. And when the addition will take place, what happens? It is the reaction of the alpha hydrogen. So the alpha hydrogen will approach on this oxygen and it will form hydroxy group. And the remaining, that is the alkyl group, will approach on the carbon. But which carbon will approach? The carbon which is containing the alpha hydrogen. So this will be the condition. You can write it in this way. सिर्फ दो कार्बन यूं लिख लीजिए और बचे हुए कार्बन को नीचे यूं शो कर दीजिए. That is the value. And from here you will attach both the systems. Now this is the aldol. You can see this is the aldehyde and this is the alcohol. So it is the aldol. When you will heat the material, what happens? The loss of water takes place. One of the hydroxyl from this carbon and hydrogen from the beta position will be removed, and as a result it will form CH3, CH2, CH double bond C, CH3 and CHO, that is the alkyl. And this is called the aldol condensation, one of the most important reaction in your syllabus. But if the alpha hydrogen is not available, if there is a case in the compound the alpha hydrogen is not available, then what? Then the reaction will not be the aldol condensation. In that case the reaction will be the Cannizzaro reaction. Here you can see both the aldehydes are identical. The first one is the propanol, second one will also be the propanol. But if both the aldehydes are not identical or both the ketones are not identical, then what? If both the systems are not identical, in that condition, whatever the aldol will take place, whatever the aldol reaction will take place, that will be called cross aldol condensation. So that will be the cross aldol condensation. Here we are taking two different aldehydes. The first one is the propanol and second one is the ethanol. In these of the condition, when two different aldehydes are there, how the cross aldol condensation will take place? The same reaction will take place as in the case of the aldehyde. But in the case of aldehyde, as both the reactants were identical, so only one product was possible. But here how many products will be possible? Consider करिए कि दो digits हैं 1 and 2. इनसे कितने नंबर बन सकते हैं? 1 and 1 11, 2 and 2 22, 1 and 2 12 and 2 and 1 21. तो चार different compounds यहाँ पे बनेंगे. 2 will be called the cross aldol product and 2 will be called the self aldol product. So we are going to see the cross aldol product when the first one is reacting with the second one. When this is the condition, ये है आपका CH3, CH2, CHO. The hydrogen will come from this species to form the OH, and this compound will attach from this one from the carbon which is containing the alpha hydrogen, and this carbon is containing the alpha hydrogen, so it will be CH2CHO. After heating, you will get CH3, CH2, CH double bond C, H, CH. Similarly, when the second one will react with the first one, so this is the condition, CH3, CHOH, it will approach from this carbon, that is the CH, CHO and CH. And on heating, what happens? On heating, it will turn in the form of CH3, CH double bond C, CH3 and CHO. These two are called cross aldol product. So as two different aldehydes or two different ketones are combining with each other, so that is considered as a cross aldol product. But there are another chances when propanol reacts with itself or when ethanol reacts with itself, the product will be called the self aldol product. So in this case, when the propanol is reacting with itself, it will form OH and CH, CH3 and CHO, which on heating will turn in the form of CH3, CH2, CH double bond C, CHO and CH3. And last one will be the CH3, CHOH, CH2, CHO, and on heating it will form CH3, CH double bond CH and CH. And these two, that is the last two, are the self aldol product. Self So the last one is the self aldol product and the previous two are the cross aldol products. So in the case of the cross aldol condensation, there are 4 different products are found. In this reaction, generally when it is asked that write down the cross aldol condensation, or whenever you go for this reaction, generally we say that write down the cross aldol product. The self aldol products are generally not written. I have written all the products, as you can know that how many products are found and how these of the products are found, but generally it is asked that write down only cross aldol product. Now we are going to see the reaction where the absence of alpha hydrogen is there. So if the absence of alpha hydrogen is there, the aldol condensation is not possible. And if the aldol condensation is not possible, then what? Then it will be Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction में क्या होता है? Cannizzaro reaction is a disproportionation reaction, that is the self oxidation, self reduction under similar condition, that is in presence of the dilute alkali. In the last reaction we have taken NaOH and now we are going to take the KOH. So we are going to see the Cannizzaro reaction. What is the condition for the Cannizzaro reaction? There must be the absence of alpha hydrogen. You can see this compound. This is the methanol, HCHO. In this compound, the carbon next to the functional group is not available. And if the carbon is not available, how the alpha hydrogen will be available? And in this case, in the case of the benzaldehyde, this is the functional group carrying carbon. And the next carbon on which it is attached, that means this carbon. You can see that this carbon already bonded with the 4 different bonds, first, second, third and fourth. So the valency is completed, there's no any alpha hydrogen, and if the alpha hydrogen is not available, then it will be Cannizzaro reaction. In the disproportionation, one of the aldehyde will convert in the form of alcohol for CH3OH, and due to the reduction it forms alcohol, and due to the oxidation what will be the product? The product will be the carboxylic acid, HCOOH. But actually what happens? There is a base. When a acid is formed, acid base reaction takes place, that is the neutralization reaction takes place, forming the salt. Then one alcohol and another salt formation, salt of the carboxylic acid formation takes place, and this reaction is called the Cannizzaro reaction. If you are taking the next example, that is the benzaldehyde, the first benzaldehyde will convert in the form of alcohol, that is the benzyl alcohol, and next one will turn in the form of the benzoic acid, which on reaction with the base will form the potassium salt of the benzoic acid, that is called the potassium benzoate. I think it's clear to all of you. Now the last topic from the aldehyde and ketone is the electrophilic substitution reaction. Before that, I just want to say that the Cannizzaro reaction is possible only in the case of the aldehydes. The ketones are not capable to give the Cannizzaro reaction because the disproportionation reaction in the case of ketone is not possible. Actually, the oxidation in the case of ketone is not possible. You have already studied it. So the Cannizzaro reaction is possible only in the case of the aldehydes, not in the case of the ketone. The last one, electrophilic substitution reaction, you have already studied in the previous class, that is the class 11, in the first chapter and second chapter. I just trying to explain that what will be the direction of the benzaldehyde. In the case of benzaldehyde, the oxygen or the carbonyl group is giving the negative resonance. That means the positive charge on the ortho and para position is appearing on the benzene ring. And if the positive charge on the ortho and para is appearing, the electrophile can't approach on the ortho and para due to the identical charge repulsion. So it is a meta director because of the negative resonance. Now we are moving to the next part of the chapter, that is the carboxylic acid. We are trying to explain the preparation, property, physical as well as chemical for the carboxylic acid now. Now we are going towards the carboxylic acid. What are the carboxylic acid? The organic compound containing functional group COOH is called the carboxylic acid. They are one of the most acidic substances in the organic compounds. They are containing the carbonyl system, even though they are not considered as a carbonyl system. They are containing the C double bond O, even though they are not considered as a carbonyl system. Because of the resonance, they does not undergo the addition reaction. They show the substitution reaction. And the addition reaction is the basic property of the carbonyl system. So they are not considered as a carbonyl system. They are the carboxylic acid. They are the different groups. Now, when you see the nomenclature of the compound, how we name these of the compound, the nomenclature is done in terms of the alkane plus oic acid. For example, if your compound is this one, CH3, CH2, COOH, what is the number of carbon? 1, 2, 3. That is the propane. Normally when we write the propane, we write the spelling PROPANE. But here we will remove the E, and now we will add oic acid, that is the propanoic acid. There will be no space in between them. Then the name is the alkanoic acid. You can take some of the other examples from your book, and if there is any problem you can contact me. Now we are going to see the resonance stabilization of the carboxylic acid. I am just trying to explain that why the carboxylic acid is this much acidic by the nature. When you will see the acidic nature of any of the species, we say whether the compound is acidic or not acidic, that is dependent on the stability of the anion, whatever the anion is going to be formed. If the anion will be more stable, the acid will be very strong, and if the anion will be weak, the acid will be weak. So we are going to identify whether the carboxylate ion is a strong, stable ion or weak. Here you can see this is the negative charge on the oxygen. In the carboxylate ion, the negative charge moves to the bond forming a double bond, and this pi bond moves to the oxygen forming the negative charge, and again the same process will revert and it will be the formation. Here you can see that only two resonating structures are there. Canonical structures are just two. and if there is only two resonating structure, it is considered that the anion is not very stable. But when you will see the condition, when you will see the nature of the atoms on which the resonance is taking place, here are two highly electronegative elements. Oxygen, one of the most electronegative element in the periodic table. And in this condition, whatever the resonance is taking place, that is not just a simple resonance, that is a very rapid resonance. Because of the two highly electronegative elements are attracting the electron. एक के पास इलेक्ट्रॉन पहुंचता नहीं तब तक दूसरा अट्रैक्ट करने लगता है. So the rate of resonance becomes very rapid. और जब resonance का रेट इतना तेज हो जाएगा, then what? In that condition, the anion stability will become very heavy, and this is the reason why the carboxylic acid never undergo the addition reaction, that always undergo the substitution reaction. And this is the reason why the carboxylic acid is so strong acid. Okay, when you will compare the acidic strength of the carboxylic acid with the phenol, we say that the phenoxide have total 4 resonating structures. In the first one, the charge is on the oxygen, next one on ortho position, then para position, again on the para position. You have ortho position. You have already seen the resonance. That means there are 4 resonating structures in the case of the phenoxide ion and only 2 resonating structures in the case of the carboxylate ion. Even though carboxylic acid is more strict than the phenol. Why? Because of the same reason. Because the resonance is taking place in between two highly electronegative elements, and this is the reason why carboxylic acid is more acidic than the phenol. Now we are going to see the physical property of the carboxylic acid. But before studying about the physical property, we are going to discuss about the preparations. How will you prepare the carboxylic acid? We are starting from primary alcohols. How we will prepare the carboxylic acid from the primary alcohols? The primary alcohol is here. When you will oxidize the primary alcohol with a very strong oxidizing agent like KMnO4, KOH, that is the potassium permanganate under basic medium. But when you will treat under basic medium, whatever the carboxylic acid will be formed, that will react with the base and will form the salt. To avoid the salt formation, we will treat it with the acid. And what happened? The complete oxidation of the system will take place and it will form RCOOH. So this one is primary alcohol and the product is carboxylic acid. This is one of the easiest method for the preparation of the alcohol. Now we are going to see the preparation from alkyl benzene. If this is the toluene, that is the methyl benzene, when it is treated with the KMnO4, potassium permanganate, under alkali medium, which makes the oxidizing capacity of the KMnO4 greater, so with a strong oxidizing agent, and followed by the acidification of the system, it will form benzoic acid. Then this compound is benzoic acid, and this one was methyl benzene, which is well known as toluene. But if we are using ethyl benzene instead of the methyl benzene, methyl group की जगह अगर हम ethyl लगा दें तो क्या होगा? With the same condition, ऐसा लगता है कि it will form 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. But actually ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कोई भी ऐसा 2-phenyl ethanoic acid जैसा सिस्टम नहीं बनता. What will be the product? The product will be same, that is the benzoic acid. Why it is so? It is so because the carbon which is directly attached to the benzene have partial positive charge because of the electron withdrawing nature of the benzene, and this is the reason why the oxygen does not approach on the carbon which is not directly attached with the benzene. it approaches at the carbon which is directly attached with the benzene ring, and this is the region it forms the benzoic acid, not 2-phenylethanoic acid. Now we are seeing the preparation of the carboxylic acid with the help of the Grignard reagent. This is the Grignard reagent. I have taken it methyl magnesium bromide. You can take any of the other Grignard reagent, ethyl magnesium, propyl magnesium halide or something else. You can take chlorine or any other halogen instead of the bromine. So I am taking the methyl magnesium bromide. For the formation of the carboxylic acid, the Grignard reagent is treated with the carbon dioxide. What happens? The Grignard reagent will break from alkyl magnesium bond, and after breaking, slowly the magnesium will approach at the more electronegative oxygen atom, and the alkyl group will approach on the respectively less electronegative carbon. So here it will be the condition O MgBr and CH3. And now when you will hydrolyze, it will form carboxylic acid along with the magnesium hydroxyl halide. So these were some of the preparation method for the carboxylic acid. But if you are thinking that this is the only way to prepare the carboxylic acid, this is not the only way to prepare the carboxylic acid. You can prepare the carboxylic acid by hydrolyzing the nitrile, by complete hydrolysis of the nitrile, by the hydrolysis of amide, by the hydrolysis of ester, anhydride, and many of the other compounds can also be used as a raw material for the preparation of the carboxylic acid. In this video, it's enough. In the next video, we will discuss about the physical and chemical property of the carboxylic acid. Till then, bye. Have a nice day.